Welcome to Open Heaven Daily Devotional. The Open Heaven Daily Devotional is written by the General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, worldwide, Pastor Enoch Adaboy. I pray as you listen and meditate on this, may you be richly blessed in Jesus' name. Today, November 21st, 2025. The topic is, what do you want? Our memory verse is taken from Hebrews 12 verse 16, KJV. Lest there be any fornicator, or profane person, as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. Hebrews 12 verse 16, KJV. Bible reading. Our Bible reading is taken from Genesis 25 verses 29 to 34, KJV. 29 And Jacob sought pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint. 30 And Esau said to Jacob, Feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint, therefore was his name called Edom. 31 And Jacob said, Sell me this day thy birthright. 32 And Esau said, Behold, I am at the point to die, and what profit shall this birthright do to me? 33 And Jacob said, Swear to me this day, and he sware unto him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob. 34 Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils, and he did eat and drink, and rose up, and went his way, thus Esau despised his birthright. Message. One day in 1986, I was having a nice time in fellowship with God when he asked, Son, what do you want for your birthday? Ordinarily, I pay little attention to birthdays because, to me, the real birthday is the date a fellow becomes born again. However, the day you were born is also important because Psalm 90 verse 12 says, Teach us to number our days, that we may apply our hearts unto wisdom. I replied, I want every church member to receive a miracle. Then he said, Call them together and let them meet with me for 1 week. At the end of the week, all of them would have gotten a miracle. That 1 week in 1986 is one we can never forget in RCCG because God's power was so mighty in our midst that we experienced many jaw-dropping miracles which have been happening more frequently to date. God is always asking you for what you want. Even if he does not ask you directly as he did with me, he can ask you by presenting 2 options before you, and your choice can determine the rest of your life. When God asks you for what you want, you will ask for material things that will fade quickly if your mind has always been on material things. In today's Bible reading, Esau did not know that God was indirectly testing him when he returned from his hunt hungry. When Jacob asked him to sell his birthright for a plate of food, he did not consider the choices before him. All he wanted was to fill his belly with food. Esau had enough energy to ask Jacob for food, and this implies that he really wasn't at the point of death, so if he had refused Jacob's offer, he would not have died. However, he accepted Jacob's offer and despised his birthright because his mind was focused on material things. In today's memory verse, he was called a fornicator and a profane person because he chose a material thing over something eternal. Beloved, you will be faced with choices every day, and the choices you make today will determine the quality of your life tomorrow. What choices are you making today? If God gives you a blank check to ask for what you want, what will you ask for? Will you ask for things that fade away, like Esau, or things that are beneficial to fulfilling your glorious destiny in God? I pray that God will give you the wisdom to make the right decisions, in Jesus' name. Reflection: Are you making the right choices in your life? Thank you for joining today's Open Heaven Daily Devotional. We hope you are blessed. We hope to see you again tomorrow. God bless you.